F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh
What's
out.
up? What
What's
up? What
good?
up? What up? What's good? What's happening? What's shaking?
What's going
What's
down?
popping?
Saturday
What's
night was
cracking?
good.
Hey, man, we are glad to be with y'all to give y'all a bonus round of the world's most
Man,
dangerous
let's go,
podcast,
man.
Rap City No Basement, Iceberg. What
Man,
a
first of
do? What
all,
a
man,
do?
like everything's good. Saturday night, man. Like we just want to announce to everybody, man. Like, first of all, we really appreciate y'all because we couldn't do anything without you
We
guys,
sure
man.
can. We
But
sure can.
we finally got monetized, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to LB the Podfather. Shout out to J Camp, Bebo P, man. Gotta drop a bomb for you gentlemen.
Hey, shout out to Iceberg as well.
Come on, man.
Out there, man.
Like seriously, man. Like it's been a journey of 3 years, man. Like we've been holding it down, getting a lot of love from you guys, man. And man, it's because of you guys. So we
We
really
couldn't have done it
appreciate
without
that,
you.
man. And we really going hard to pay. We're gonna go extra hard pause. So you'll see the community tab, man. You'll see a lot of stuff popping up, man.
That's
We're gonna
right.
get them super chats rolling, man. But again, if you like what our guys are doing, especially Bebo P put in some work today, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Jay Kent, LB the Podfather got the night off, man. So hit that cash app, man. That
Get the
like and
cash
comment on the
app.
joint. We want to get y'all in the group in the chat tonight, man. We want to talk some music tonight.
Oh, we
We're
got to
going hard
interact
to pay. It's gonna
tonight.
be a good show, man.
We
Like,
definitely got to interact tonight.
yeah, like get your libations, get that brown, get that white, you know what I'm saying? Get that herbal essence, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a good show tonight, man.
Cheers to
Hey,
y'all.
toast
Cheers.
to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Our celebration is more yours than us. We can't
yeah,
do it
man. Come
without
on,
you.
man. Another thou wow, man. But this is the thing, man. A lot of music dropped, man.
Oh man, overwhelmingly a
This
lot.
Friday. So
Yep. Yesterday,
um
man.
Bebo, we put you to work today, man. Paul.
Oh man.
But
You ready though? We ready.
yeah, we ready, man. We ready.
On
We ready, ready.
on a preliminary level, we ready.
Yeah, we ready. So we got to start off with my guy, man. Shout out to the game. Got to
Okay.
start off with the
Yeah.
game, man, all day
Okay.
long, man.
Yeah.
But we gotta take him to church. This is a church call. This
Okay.
is
Okay.
it's that altar call. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All
Shout out
right.
to Jeffrey Johnson, man, Easter Star.
Pastor.
You know what I'm
What up,
saying?
Pastor?
Shout out to Pastor. But we gotta take the game to church, man. This is a 30-track album, heart versus mind. You would think this one would be a little. It would be like one of his best albums because Hit Boy pretty much crafted this joint. But what was your thoughts, man, going through this 10th studio album from the game?
You know, it's funny because with the Hit Boy thing, it seems like he branched out to other producers on this one. All of the heavy hitters, you know, your Swizzes, your Timbos. At one point, allegedly, Dr. Dre was on a track, I guess, with the late great Nipsey Hussle, but I believe there was an alleged pull of that track.
They're
I
probably
believe
saving that for that Snoop joint.
it could. You never know. You
know
never
what I mean?
know.
We ain't get out the
So,
game, man.
yeah. Yeah, but 30 songs, man. I think this overall is a pretty solid. It's pretty solid overall, man. Game's specialty, or at least one of his specialties, is dropping solid albums. And though this is 30 tracks, and yeah, there could have been some songs that he could have done without or maybe saved for another project, but at the same time, man, Game, he's an extremely flexible artist in the game, no pun intended. Now, there were some skips in contrast to Game saying that there were no skips on this LP. But still, I mean, even the tracks that weren't maybe as preferred in most cases, they were still okay. At least off of, and this is the one for me that was that was the primary preliminary listen, or rather here, because of just the fact that it, like Iceberg said, this album of many joints came out last night, so it's really just hard to digest 30 tracks within a 24-hour time frame.
This is just a reaction.
Yeah,
This ain't a
yeah.
review.
Oh
So
yeah,
let's be
yeah,
clear.
yeah.
Don't be going hard in the paint on the comment section because we got a
No,
title wrong.
yeah, all day,
You know what I
man.
mean?
But before I go any further, bro, what's your thoughts since you mentioned taking them to church? I mean, what's your thoughts
This
about
is the
this
thing,
project?
man. Again, you just said that Game is known for making really good albums. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to pick beats.
He
He knows
does.
who to get on the joint. Then he's like the industry favorite. So like this dude is almost like a Dollar General DJ Khaled. He can pretty much get any
Wow.
feature that he wants, man. Like, let's be clear. Anybody who's hot in the game for the most part is on this project.
Well,
Fabio
apparently,
Four.
except Drake.
Well, but then again, like I said, he didn't need Drake. So
He
at
did.
the
He
end of the day,
didn't.
but
He didn't.
anybody who's hot right now, YG, Ty Dolla $ign, Roddy Ricch, Jeremiah. Shout out to Twisted because Twisted killed that feature,
Oh,
killed
he
it.
killed with a
Push
T at
it,
the
push that
end.
Pusha T verse was crazy.
Yes, it
2
was.
Chainz, Wayne, G Herbo, Jeremiah again. Like I said, Tory Lanez was on this joint.
Yep.
Blueface, Rick Ross. I mean, you name it. Cameron, shout out to Cam. You know what I'm saying? Killer Cam, man. We need some of that pink horse, man. Bring that, give us a little box of that joint.
There you go.
But he didn't need the Drake joint, but to me, with those features, Lil Wayne, those kind of joints, like Big Sean, you would think this is a high caliber album. And to me, it sounded almost like a mixtape more than an actual well-polished album. It was almost like, hey, let me just take stuff, throw some spaghetti on the wall and see if it sticks.
Yeah.
And some of it did, some of it did. Moneybagg Yo, Blast. Shout out to Blast. That's my guy, Blast.
Man,
Moneybagg Yo's on here. Meek Mill's on here.
Did.
This sounds like a crazy. I mean, like the feature game is just silly. It's almost like he just emptied the clip on this joint.
Oh yeah.
And again, the songs were cool. Like the one he did with that sounded like the old change the game with these hoes, like doing like the Rock La Familia joint.
Right.
It just seemed very Dollar General, you know what I'm saying, quality meat, pause. Like D-grade meat. And then the bars were almost kind of like he was playing around. And I know Game has real serious bars. It's almost sounding like this was like because he lost that 7 milli. Yeah, it's like, yo, I need to drop some real quick so I can just tour. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I got all these songs in the cut with all these people on that I maybe couldn't get cleared before. I got to get these albums. I got to get these records out so I can go to Vegas and go to and start touring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it sounded rushed. I think the idea was dope. It sounds like a Chris Brown LA rapper album. The bars were still dope. Don't get me wrong. There's some bars on here, and I haven't listened to it in the whip. So this is a first listen,
preliminary
listen. Like, let's be clear. But from the first reaction, this came out yesterday, and we typically don't do this, but we gotta do it for y'all.
Yeah,
it sounded a little rushed. I got to put it in the whip, and I'll give it a go to our social media. Go to rawthing.com. We'll give that second listen vibe, but that first listen for me, it was just. I know he can do better, but what's your thoughts?
I mean, I agree. He could have, again, trimmed some songs, polished some things up a bit more, spiced it up, made it, even more better than what it is. And again, like you said, this is a preliminary review. So it's hard to give something real comprehensive to something that we kind of glazed over. But at the same time, extra. But yeah, at the same time, man, hey, it's good to see him with more new music, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that he could still run with a versatile set of skill sets when it comes to doing a regular flow, rapping over the drill music or the drill beats or whatnot.
That's what I didn't like. I didn't like that either. I didn't like because every time, like we've been listening to rap for a long time. So the bump bump up, the DOS effects flow comes out, the Mace flow comes out. Yeah, do it. Then DMX, his little flow comes out. So now we got this drill little Pop Smoke like flow pattern, and to me it's like corny when cats do that, man. I don't like that at all.
Well, Game's always been a person to model after somebody else, just because that's always been his persona, throughout his career in this industry. So that's definitely not surprising. What was your thoughts about the diss track toward Eminem, the Black Slim Shady?
I think it was promo. It's just promo, man. It's almost like hey man, I'm gonna do a diss record on you, man, but I really don't mean it. And then also, let's be clear, this is what I was about to go into as well.
Go ahead.
The Super Bowl performance or lack thereof.
Oh,
this sounds like them taking that Drake joint away, or that Dr. Dre joint away. This Eminem diss. It's like I'm supposed to be on that stage, and this record is almost like a I'm the king of rap in the West Coast,
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah.
look at all the features I got, dude. I'm not even done saying the features. He had ASAP Rocky on the joint
He
too.
did. Yeah, he sure
You know what I'm
did.
saying? So this dude pulled out all. I mean, dude, Chloe Cassie and Chris Brown on the last joint. So
Yep.
it's
That
almost
universal
like
love.
I'm
Yep.
going to show everybody that the king of the West.
Mm.
But to me, it's like the that polish that you get from a Dre record, the polish that you've been getting lately from Snoop. It was like, it's like the new West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Like Blueface, YG. You know,
Okay.
I'm used to the older West Coast, you know, E40, Too Short, you know, that
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yep.
not West Coast without them cats on it. But then it's like, you know, you really haven't seen him do anything with the older guys. So is it because he's been disrespectful to Dre that the older West Coast is kind of leaving him alone? Or is this
Um.
like more of him basically doing the newer West Coast because, oh, them dudes is old, I'm staying with the new stuff? How you get Meek Mills on the record but not any of these classic MC8-ish kind of West Coast guys if you're talking about you the king of LA?
Well, I do agree that there should have been more of a, like your Snoop or Ice Cube type of people, you know what I'm saying? Type of
Mhm.
legends. Though he did have Ice-T on the very first track one time, where he
Yeah, there
spit
you go.
that.
Shout out to Ice-T, man.
Yeah, because he spit that first verse off of his classic joint Colors.
Yeah,
So I do want to give credence to that. But I
and
see
that
what
beat
you're
was
saying.
hard too.
It was. It
Yeah.
is actually. It is. So on an overall basis, I see what you're saying. It would have been nice rather to see a hodgepodge of your folks that you see on the current roster mixed with maybe a Ice-T or a Dub C or somebody like you said, MC8, folks of that ilk, and to kind of marry or merge those two genres or generations together on this project, because they definitely would have rep for the West as well.
Facts. What's your this is the thing? Tonight is a playlist swag episode. So again, we're
Yeah.
doing this because we want to do all the work for you a little
Yeah.
bit. Is this playlist worthy? Do you put this album on your playlist?
On a preliminary thought process, yes, until I
Okay.
give this
Okay.
another
Okay.
until I give this an actual listen and um let it spin in the whip or in the
Shout out
stereo
to Don
system.
Lexi, spin the
Spin
clip.
the clip. Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to Don
Gotta,
Lexi,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Naptown. Let's spin the clip
all day. Gotta let it spin like a merry-go-round or something. So it's all good. But yeah, if I hear it maybe one or two other times, I'll know for sure if it's a playlist worthy situation that should be ongoing. But it's definitely playlist worthy if you want to check it out. And you haven't heard it yet. Absolutely. Out of all 30 tracks, I would probably say maybe about 12 of them are like standout, like really, really worthy tracks to serve as like favorites on this project of Drillmatic. I think that I could probably name them off here. Like we already talked about one time, that Home Invasion, How Far I Came. I think the Heart versus Mine was cool. The No Smoke at the Polo Lounge, followed by that No Man Falls, Nikki Beach, Money Cash Close. I will say this. I didn't care too much for the heavy bites, like the Thuggish Ruggish Bone and the Change the Game. But the Money Cash Close, out of all the heavy bites and heavy rips of other classics, I think that was my more favored ripped song. That Stupid with Big Sean, Save the Best for Last, and the last two tracks, the Father's Prayer and a Universal Love.
Yeah, that outside. Yes, shout out to Miss LB. That Home Invasion was
Oh,
played.
Outside. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah, yeah,
outside was
yeah.
dope.
Peace to
Yeah,
Miss LB.
yeah,
Yep. The Outside was dope too. I
yeah.
must have skipped that one, but yeah. What
Uh,
about yourself?
this
Anything?
thing you gotta give the game props because the East Coast cats can take notes on the work ethic of game.
Right.
And at the end of the day, we need to see more artists going hard in the studio like this.
Yep.
So again, shout out to the game. You know what I'm saying? He may not be your flavor, but definitely it's worth checking out.
Definitely worth
And
checking out.
I like the thing I can't say positive about the game is he does bring some of that old school to the newer generation by doing some of the flips. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of all
Yeah.
of them,
Yep.
but to me, he's a hard worker.
He
You know,
is.
like I said, man, I salute him, man. You know what I'm saying, for dropping the LP, man, doing what he said. Because a lot of cats was like, oh, it ain't coming out. And man, he dropped him. You know what I'm saying?
He
So
sure did.
it's
He
definitely
sure
worth a
did.
listen, man. Shout out to Miss LB. Again, also too,
Absolutely.
shout out to According to Hip Hop, man. They did a great video
They did.
on
Peace to
all these
them.
reviews that we're doing tonight. Go check out According to Hip Hop on Facebook and on
Yeah.
YouTube, man. The dudes, Mike D and Coop.
Yep.
I mean,
over 3 hours of just extremely detailed, rich
yeah,
reviews of some of what we're talking about. And yeah, go and check them out. Subscribe.
Also, shout out to
all
DJ
that.
Scandalous too, man. Like he's going hard in the paint on
Yes,
Facebook with his Facebook
he
group.
sure is.
He called me on scan, putting some videos in there, and you know he's been over here on YouTube with us, man.
Yeah.
And like we definitely support his channel, so go check out DJ Scandalous, man. Hold it down, man. Salute all day
Absolutely.
long. But we got to talk about, and speaking, he's across the pond, so we got to talk about something that's across the pond. Danger Mouse and that Black Thought, man.
Wow.
This is,
go ahead, Iceberg.
This is top 10. This is top 5 album of the year. It was crafted again, like we talked about the game situation, sounding kind of like a Dat Piff situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This right here is an album. Take notes if you're an MC. Take notes if you're a producer.
Yep.
Even if you're not a boom bap person, this album is crazy, man.
Mad crazy.
Really, really dope album. But what's your thoughts, man? Before we kind of super go in,
brother. This is, oh my god. This Black Thought and Danger Mouse Cheat Codes album is beyond fire. If it's not the best album of 2022, it's top 3 as a preliminary thought for show. For show. Top 3, just top 3, top 5, somewhere around about there for show, no doubt. Black Thought, as always, he brought his lyrical A game. Danger Mouse, he flexed
A game.
Man, yeah, I'm telling you.
Shout out to DJ Pissgrease.
all day. Danger Mouse, he flexed his Ronnie Coleman muscles on his soul production with this LP. And speaking of the soulful production, man, that marries well with not just Black Thought, but also, I mean, every single one of the features on this project, from MF Doom to A$AP Rocky to Joey Badass, Raekwon. I mean, all of them were like perfect on here. Conway the Machine. I mean, just a beautiful marriage, man. Just a beautiful 12-track LP. Tariq's first solo LP without the roots, and just doing his own thing with one producer, one MC, and of course some features. But this is nothing short of a complete success here, and I'll definitely be playing this one back over and over and over again to spin the clip like Don Lexi.
Hey, this is a Don Lexi episode. Let's spin the clip.
Spin the clip, baby.
Hey, this is the thing. This album right here, handcrafted. This is a liqueur. This is a brandy. This is a you gotta drink this in a crystal joint. You know, you can't just take it in a coffee mug.
You can't. You sure can't.
This is pure 100% Frank Lucci.
Yeah.
Powder.
Yes.
Powder.
Bruh.
This album right here, man. Anybody who wants to basically hone in on their skills, this is something that you study. Black Thought to me right now is he gave a masterclass on bars.
He did.
This is again first listen. There's so many jewels. I had to run a lot of the bars back.
Like when they run in the strip, like the women in peep shows, pay the price, gamble with your life, like Pete Rose. So dang. Oh man,
this album, ladies and gentlemen, masterclass swag. Like Danger. At first, I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be some Danger Mouse, like goofy snares and goofy."
Hey, he still killed it.
Hey man, no, it wasn't even that though. This sound like it came from the streets, the pure pavement of New York City. This is raw hip hop all day long. It was beautiful. Hooks were dope. You can tell this was crafted, like this is handcrafted hip hop, man. And this is what we've been talking about. And it's adult contemporary hip hop as well. And this is what we always talk about too. So let's be clear. Like I said, at the end of the day, man, this album is different, man. Oh man, shout out to Mike 100.
Mike
We gotta
100.
give you that. We gotta give you that bomb real quick,
What's
man.
good? What's good, Mike
What's
100?
goody, man?
Top 2 albums. All right. He's not ready to say it's better than the Black Star album yet, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
We can pump the brakes.
Yeah.
We can pump them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We can pump them on.
Gotta let it marinate. Absolutely, and we totally agree with that, man. I mean, this is up there though. When you got another bar was it? Cool and cross-legged on the crate like it's elegant. Try to hate and I'm puffing up your face like a pelican. Highly enveloped and activating my melanin. Y'all failing to see what's shaking besides gelatin. Come on, man. Come on, baby. And peace to MF Doom, man. Oh gosh.
Doom, man. You know, absolutely.
Come on,
the bars
man.
are crazy.
Crazy.
Again, this album again is a masterclass on just.
It is.
You gotta drink this with like one of them like 007 dry martini joints. You know what I'm saying? Out the glass. This is beautiful. You can listen to this joint anywhere. It's a whip joint. It's a house joint. You can clean the house to it. This is definitely. I'm gonna just say it. This goes on your playlist.
Absolutely, it
goes on your playlist, man.
Yes,
you gotta
sir.
Go in,
yes,
sir.
Sir.
Put this on your playlist and check this out, man. Again, I didn't even get through it. I'm still getting to it, and I had to rewind some of the songs back.
Yeah.
The Aquamarina, man, I guess I slept on it when it first came out, like as a single. Yeah. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, yep, and
crazy.
Yep.
The bars that Black Thought puts on it, it makes you say, "Damn!" Like I wish he would have almost went harder, you know, back in the day and dropped more solo albums. You know
well, I
think it's almost like we slept on him.
I gotta commend him though, man, because I think though people knew who he was and recognized his existence, I don't think that he got the credit that he really deserved. I think that the sacrifice, if you want to call it a sacrifice, I think it was very worth there. Yeah, okay. I think it was very much worth waiting up until this point in order to hold it down with Malik B, Questlove, and you know the rest of just everybody in the Roots. And yes, Ms. LB Thought is a lyrical beast, one of the best living individuals from then to current day to do it. I mean, he's unstoppable. Even his freestyle sound written. And definitely go back to the last few shows that we did where we covered the first 3 singles of this project. It was Just Because, No Gold Teeth, and the Aquamarine joint. Yeah. We definitely did a review on those tracks. So definitely go back for our thoughts on that. But yeah, this one didn't disappoint. And going back to a Mike 100, brother, I've seen quite a bit of individuals kind of wrestle between this one and the Black Star.
And also that Fife.
And that, of course. Oh yeah, of course.
That Fife.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. You can't sleep on any one of those. So definitely go and check this one out. It's not going to disappoint whatsoever. You're not going to be disappointed. And I like how they had the little the RBG colors on the eyes. So because when you listen to Black Thought's lyrics, he's always citing something or somebody black, from like ancient Egypt to Thelonious Monk to Dick Gregory to Harry Belafonte and folks of that nature. So I mean, it definitely gives you a perspective of blackness in his mind, and in being pro-black, but at the same time giving you superb lyricism that everybody can really just grab a hold of. So a great job, Black Thought, as always. Danger Mouse, you didn't disappoint whatsoever on the production, and it definitely gets one of these.
What do you think about what Mike 100 says over here? It says not going to front. I actually asked to do a second lunch duty at work to listen through the album Friday. He says he's a guidance counselor. Shout out to Mike 100. Mike 100, hit us on IG, man, and DM us your address, man. We want to send you a t-shirt, man, because you one of the day ones, man. And again, if you guys didn't hear when we first got on, we just got monetized. We got 1,000 followers, man. That's small to everybody, but that's big to us, man. Mike 100, North Carolina.
Couldn't have done it without y'all. That's right.
Touch, all the guys, man, holding it down. Nightmare,
Camp,
you know what I'm saying? Camp, LB the Podfather, man.
Let's Dog, all y'all.
Let's Dog. It's been a journey. We just started, man. But we appreciate you guys and definitely want to give you guys some merch, man. Send y'all something, a coffee mug, something.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
hit us with that, man.
absolutely.
But where's my poop sound?
Mm,
Hey, thank you,
mm.
Miss LB.
Much love, Miss
Where's
LB.
my poop sound?
Oh my gosh. Look, the poop sound didn't even want to poop. It didn't even want to say nothing.
What was I mean? Obviously,
Oh
this is just
man.
a compilation. This was cap. This was cap because we thought this was an album.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So we was all excited about it, and then we found out it was cap. You know, what's
Yeah,
your
it's
thoughts on
all
this, real
day.
quick?
It's all day cap. Uh, mm. let me say the of the three new songs, quote unquote, the joint with Snoop he had on there from the D to the LBC. I'll say it was pretty interesting to hear Snoop to rap fast because I do remember Snoop saying on an article something to the effect of Eminem challenging him on a song that they're going to do together. So I believe this might have been it. And to hear
Shout out
Snoop,
Texas Brown Sugar.
peace to
Yeah.
Lessa, peace to
TBS,
Texas
she got a
Brown
live, man. Go check
Sugar.
her out, man. I think she got a live tomorrow. Go
Absolutely.
check her out on the live
Absolutely.
joint, man. Get your
Absolutely.
swag right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Eminem, though, he just sounded the same on the track, not as impressive. But you know, he was all right. The Is This Love track, which I guess is an old Dr. Dre track that he did with him in '09. Again, the rap sound the same, nothing changed, but at least he was on different production. The King and I, that's on that the Elvis movie soundtrack. Yeah, it's all right. It's just another pop sounding rap joint. But the best tracks I would say are probably the Lucky You, the Lighters, Cinderella Man, maybe the rap G Word. For
Let's be clear. These
it's
are
not
B, C, D singles.
yeah, and that's the thing though, of like 2 CDs worth of songs on this situation.
Boom, 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 boom. Where's my poop at?
Man, it still don't even want to poop all the time.
Still want to poop. Oh, where's my poop?
Poop sound like I don't know. I don't know this cat. I don't know y'all.
Playlist worthy.
Man,
Long story short, playlist worthy.
no. And well, let me say this.
Okay.
Let me preface this with the fact that if you are a hardcore Eminem fan, yes. But just in general, no. Eminem has not been the same since his second album. He's had he's had a
Man.
few hits song wise, but overall, he needs to first stop producing for himself. He needs to rap on somebody else's production, maybe have a Hit Boy, Alchemist, Dr. Dre, rap, produce for his raps and
Okay.
and get more introspective without yelling on the mic at the time. More often than not, but this collection of songs is just overall not there. Again, if you're a hardcore Eminem fan and you're a fan of his more recent works, yeah, this will be for you. But in general, no.
First of all, nobody from Detroit come at us, man. We represent Detroit all day
All
long. Shout
day,
out to
all day.
Trick, Fly Zone show,
Yeah,
man, all day long. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Big Shine, you know how we do. Guilty Simpson, man. Shout out to
Yes,
Guilty.
yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? And also Royce, all day long. Come on, man.
Peace, Royce. Yeah.
Cause Royce had an album almost like this too. We was gonna put on the show. We was like, it's just a whole bunch of collection of stuff, which is kind of like, hey, get my catalog up, get my numbers up, get my publishing
Yeah.
up. We get it. But at the end of the day, man, this was a weed plate. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear.
Oh, this is
Weed plate.
absolutely a weed plate.
This is a frisbee.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Speaking of frisbees,
do a little this if you partake on this album here. So yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Throw a few sprinkles on the papers.
Sprinkle me, man.
Sprinkle me, man.
You really like the game? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
again, shout
I'll
out to
drink to
Les
that.
Dog, man. Helping us get to that 1,000, man. Salute to
Absolutely.
you. We couldn't do it.
Absolutely.
Les Dog got us the cups, man. Let's be clear.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Let's give
Yep,
Les Dog the flowers. You know what I'm saying?
We love you, sis. We love you.
We do. We do, man. Holding it down always, man. Like I said, we're doing a little victory lap, man, Wednesday. But again, man, shout out to everybody helping us out, getting these numbers up, man, and doing what we love to do.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of a victory lap this weekend, but we're gonna do the main.
We're gonna pull out the champagne out Wednesday.
Oh yeah, yep. Okay, brother. All right, brother. All right. Okay. Go in, brother. Go in.
Now, this is the thing, man. This is the thing. Again, we got to
in.
preface this with we are the world's most dangerous music podcast. So we have to basically talk about everything. We can't just talk about boom bap all day long and West Coast
All
rap.
day,
We got to
all
talk
day.
about everything.
That's
so
right.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Salute to her for finally just getting over the whole Tory Lanez joint. This record, Bebo inspired me to even listen to it. It was actually well crafted.
I'll do the fart sound for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
So shout out to Carl Crawford. She's still on 1501. This is why we're saying support it so you can pay Carl for all the stuff that he had to deal with.
That's
Megan
right.
and Mule. But the album is way better than what I thought. Meg did a great thing. Or shout out to her her writing team.
Yeah,
they did a great job. They picked the right beats. I think she should have honestly dropped this, like you said, Bebo. We were in the group chat. She should have dropped this maybe in May. You know what I'm saying? She should have dropped this earlier so Cass could have got on it, man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Ms. LB going back on the M. I think M content on Lack Thereof hurts him. Yeah, he does.
It does.
His whole thing was controversy. Let's be clear. You know, his whole thing was talking about stuff. So,
but though only that goes so far from M.
Facts.
So
yeah, you can't do that no more anyway. You're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, and then there's gonna be that challenge you too, like Game and MGK. So and yeah, there's gonna be folks to bite back at you, and it's gonna be harder for you to want to retaliate. But yeah, go ahead, brother.
But this album was actually decent. But what's your thoughts on it, man? Before I give a little something.
Well, you said what I was gonna start with, which is the fact that this is the album that Meg should have dropped around that maybe Hot Girl Summer, that 2019, 2020 timeframe when she dropped her Less Than Stellar Sugar album and the maybe a little bit better Fever mixtape. And forgive me if I'm missing an EP or an LP that a female rap artist has released. And I know that this Traumazine album, along with anything else that Meg releases, it isn't really geared toward the male audience as much. We do know that. But as of August 2022, this is the best 2022 album that a female rapper has released so far. Only second to Shay Noir's Food for Thought LP on a female level. Now, I haven't heard any other female rep, and you know, if there is something out there that you guys know of, definitely drop it in the comment section below in the chat.
Let's be clear. This is like saying, oh man, she's a top scorer in the WNBA.
Well, there you have it. There you have that.
Again, at the end of the day, you can be number one when there's no competition.
Yeah,
let's be clear. And also, like I said, and shout out to Remy, shout out to Rhapsody. Yeah. There's some dope women out here doing their thing. And not saying that Meg's not dope. I wish Meg had more maybe control over doing what she wants to do instead of music that she has to do. She's, in my opinion, she's almost like what's the little racist chick, man? What's a little racist joint? Doja Cat. She's like a hip hop Doja Cat, man. Like you're pretty much just told what to do. You get on a pre-made beat with a pre-made hook, and I don't think she's really showing any creativity. They're like, yo, we just need some thought records. Give us these records, and then on this kind of beat, it's got to be a strip club anthem. She can't do anything that's introspective, retrospective at all, which would, to me, make her a more complete artist.
And you know, it's funny you say that because one of the tracks on there, it's called Pressurelicious, and it's probably the only track, even though the beat's not as standoutish, it's not bad, but the fact that not Pressurelicious, I'm sorry, it's the song called Anxiety, I believe.
Okay.
I believe that's what it's called, but it's basically one of those standout songs since it's a departure from the raunchy oriented topics. You know, she's rapping about having bad days, wanting to pray or praying for forgiveness to her mom and the Lord, wanting to talk to someone that gets and understands her and all that type of stuff. So
Tory,
yeah, basically. But hey, that was probably the only song that I could think of that ties in with what you're talking about. And it really just emphasizes your point, Iceberg. Uh, okay, you want to do the sex and the ride and the big D song. Okay, we get it. But at the same time, that's all your albums and songs are about. And it's like, come with something different, come with something better, come with something more refreshing if you have any more control than what we're experiencing. So but overall, this is, for her target audience and target market, it's not as bad as what I thought it might have been. So is that saying a lot? Not really, to your point again, Iceberg, but at least she put something out. Pause. And there you have it.
This is the thing. Of course, it's not for us.
Right.
But if you got a girlfriend, you got a wife, you got a fiance, you know what I'm saying? You got a les dog. Do you want this on your play? Do you want her to listen to this?
No.
Do you want this on a playlist?
No.
And don't get me wrong, every music, all music has a place.
Yeah.
A time and place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, you party, you doing it up, you know what I'm saying? You popping bottles. This is not bad music just to kind of listen to in a club environment.
Sure.
Once, that's it. But to me, like, is this playlist worthy?
Nah. It's only if you're on the bad B swag. If you're on that, then absolutely it fits in that mode. But overall, no. And we're right with you, Miss LB. We definitely don't want to, we definitely don't want to rock this like that. I mean, it just is what it is. It's just not something I would even consider putting in the playlist. We just know about it because of tonight's show and, giving you guys an overall review of it. But just on a normal day, just on, by way of normal happenstance, will we listen to it? Nope. We sure won't.
Well, and like I said, again, I want to hear more from her than just the twerk joints. But again, I understand, like, that's pretty much like if you go to MeganTheStallion.com, because I went there, right? I want to see how they were promoting their album.
Yep.
They weren't even really promoting the album. They were promoting merchandise, like cop your hottie pants and cop your hoochie daddy shorts with Megan Thee Stallion's logo on them. So to me, it's like, again, it goes back to that puppet swag of Doja Cat, where at some point she's gonna do a Britney Spears and shave her head and go crazy because you've been in that grove because you went to the grove because you wanted to be a star. You know what I'm saying? Instead of basically saying, "Hey man, let me bet on my talent," like we've done it Fresh Out, and basically get in the mud, dude. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vic Spencer. Go check out our interview on Vic. Vic is breaded up, respected in his community. He may not be the biggest star mainstream, but he's taking care of his family and he's doing what he loves, man. And the music that he's coming with is straight crazy. And this is the people that we actually respect.
That's right.
When it's all said and done, and they come out with the curtain call 2 of Megan Thee Stallion's B and D list singles, nobody's going to care.
Nope.
And we're done. DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled, man. I respect Khaled. I like Khaled, man. You know what I'm saying? But
okay. But what? Go ahead, man.
Ever since he signed this big deal, pause.
There it is.
It's been poop. You know what I'm saying? Now, this thing, he can get any artist he wants to. He's pretty much like, he's the golden child of the industry, man. He can get whoever he wants, however he wants it.
Yeah.
They're probably not even charging him for features nowadays because they're like, well, we know we're going to BDS when he comes out with singles because he's crafting this stuff together. So I think he's actually gone in, and shout out to According to Hip Hop. They did a great job on talking about this as well. And also Joe Budden. I was listening to him earlier today.
Okay.
Talking about this, and Ice did a good job talking about how DJ Khaled's more into who's on the song instead of the actual quality of the song. And I think this is where this song kind of falls into. You're sitting on a freaking ambulance. Like, that's not this.
Yeah.
Who cares? Then then the music video is kind of like very childish and silly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the beat was mediocre in my opinion. But what's your thoughts on the single? Because this thing, this should have been like the back to school, end of summer banger, man, that brings in football. Like, I mean, Lil Baby's on top of his game. Watch out for that gang task force coming in your house soon. And then Drizzy, you know what I'm saying? One of the best rapper or the biggest name in rap. So you would think with all these dudes together, they're gonna make an anthem. What was your thoughts? Was it an anthem?
It wasn't an anthem. It's not necessarily a first single type of song, but at the same time, for this type of music, I ain't mad at it. This one for Khaled's God Did album. And let's speak on Khaled real quick, brother. Shout out to Khaled, man. Shout out to Khaled. But when it comes to motivational speaking, it just don't tickle my fancy. Let's just say it like that. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, you gotta get yourself hyped up or whatever, for purposes of positivity. I get that, but I'm just not all the way sold at the same time. I feel like, though, going back to the song and the video, I feel like Drake's presence, both verse and hook wise, stood out the best between him and Lil Baby, of course. Personally, though, my favorite two quote unquote Staying Alive is the original performed by the Bee Gees. And
now, first of all, understand that if you haven't heard this record, they sampled the BG.
Yeah.
Staying Alive, and they did it horrible.
Yeah, they did.
Actually, Wyclef did it better.
And that was my second. That was going to be my second favorite.
And shout out to Miss LB, saying basically Khaled's
John
hyped
Forte,
up, man. He's not hot, man.
Oh yeah, he's not. But yeah, that Wyclef Staying Alive on that carnival with John Forte and Praz, they killed it, even on the video. But back to this one, man. I think also that if Lil Baby had a little less effect on his vocals, that it might have fit better. But overall, it's still decent on this piece. And speaking of fitting, I see why they tried to marry the, I guess, quote unquote content of the song with the hospital ambulance theme, which, like Iceberg said, was pretty corny.
Hey, but you know what? It's called Staying Alive. Let's shoot the music video in a hospital.
I guess, man. But like I said, it's not an anthem. It's just, if anything, this is more of a second, third single. Yeah, it would still get their sound. Yeah. All day, man. I'm sorry. Oh man. Do you think that there's going to be better coming from this God Did album than this Staying Alive song?
It's going to be a whole bunch of goofy, like, it's going to be a whole bunch of, like, and shout out, man. Like, Miami's my second city, man. Shout out to Miami.
Peace to Miami. Yeah.
Naptown, Detroit, Chi-Town. You know how we roll. Houston all day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all, man. NY, all the cities holding us down. DC, LA. Come on, man. Sacktown. I think he's got to get out of Miami for a little bit. I love the fact that Kanye leaves where his environment to make music.
Yep.
And when you're in Miami, you kind of make Miami music so the whole thing is to get a reaction. And sometimes, like, again, the music that we're talking about so far, The Game, it was decent but lacked a little substance. The Black Thought, major substance. You know what I'm saying? Overload of substance. The Megan Thee Stallion, it lacked substance and depth. Again, is this society or is music trying to push society? So most people say, "Oh, well, we're just making music because that's what people want." But again,
or is it the Beijing getting to his head? I don't know.
So at the end of the day, man, I think he needs to get out of Miami and quit making Miami records. You know,
I agree.
Like he makes like Miami Heat white hot. Sundays, wear all your white music. Right. And sometimes, man, like, get into your grimy mode and make it beautiful. Like, I like the fact that Ye one time took Justin Bieber in his prime with Raekwon, you know what I'm saying, and killed The Game. And so I see, like, Khaled basically kind of stays up all night and tries to figure out these Rubik Cube of songs. Hey, let's put this person on this song, and then I do this, and then.
But it's very status quo, though.
It's very status quo.
Yeah,
and it's almost like you can close your eyes and pretty much like pick who's going to be on that album, who's going to be together. And to me, there's a lack of creativity, and to me, we expect more from Khaled because you have your hands on the levers. Let's be clear, he's a gatekeeper, man. So
absolutely,
you would think we would get a little bit more swag from him. But again, this single, I mean, like I said, it's a single. We'll see what the album's talking about, man, because he, like I said, we're not disrespecting the pedigree
not at all
of DJ Khaled.
Not at all.
But I think everybody is in a little rut right now because people are waiting on the next big thing for music and hip hop. And obviously, like, people are going crazy with the house music. But what is the next wave of hip hop going to sound like? And it hopefully doesn't sound like the drill all the way through. So
yeah, I mean, time will tell, right?
True.
Yeah.
But is this playlist worthy?
No. I wouldn't bump this on my playlist in a mix songs. I wouldn't. I don't think it's a bad song. I just wouldn't put it in my playlist as a preferred joint to listen to. I just wouldn't.
If this song comes on and I'm at the bar,
I'm
bopping to it. You know what I'm saying?
That in that scenario,
I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, go and get yeah. All day.
This is at 2:00 in the morning. Casamigos, the Jamaican spot. You know what I'm saying? You go to get the pasta. You know what I'm saying? The jerk chicken situation. This is one of those joints, man. If it getting the girls hype, cool. But this, to me, it was a lackadaisical.
Even on that level, even
on that
powerful,
level, I don't even think women
come
jump up for this joint.
Right.
Speaking of jumping on, women jumping on. Remember when Rihanna was on top of Young Chris? Shout out to Young Chris, man. The OG, man, holding it down, man. Jay-Z took your flow. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
Shout out to Young Chris, man. Philly's king, man. He just dropped a single and a video for a little street single called I Love the Way. Hey, man, I love this record, man. I thought it was dope. He actually just put like one long verse on it. Beat was silly, man. The visuals was crazy.
Yes.
What was your thoughts on this one, though, real quick, man?
Same as you, bro. It's probably been about 5 years since seeing and hearing Young Chris. And that probably was last on his mixtape era from I think the last one I know that he dropped was the Network, the last Network one, and then Gunna Season sometime before that, and several other mixtapes in addition to obviously his glory days with Rockefeller in alignment with Young Guns, next to Neef Buck, and and then also his alignment with State Property.
Oh, man,
during Rockefeller,
man. Give a bomb to just Philly, man.
Man, Philly, stand up, man. Stand up. And Trizzy track laced this for Young Z, for Young Chris.
Trizzy, man.
Trizzy laced Young Chris, man, for this I Love the Way teaser joint, and the video itself, man, just bananas. Chris rocked the mess out of.
Shout out to Chop Mosley on the edits and on the video, man. The video was crazy. If you're a Philly cat, man, this is all Philly all day. Shout out to Chop Mosley too.
Oh yeah. And it's crazy because I probably think about the most with this would be one of the most I have to think about with like as a clip and teaser. I mean, you see the Casamigos tequila bottle. You see the Jules niggas around them, doing the dice rolling on the block, the Pitbull swag, and the gritty look, just keeping it street. And I know we only get a snippet of what's to come from Young Chris, so I definitely don't want to jump the gun. We here at Fresh Out don't want to do that. I will say that when he started off his rhyme with lines like the one in the beginning where he's mentioning folks smiling in his face while presumably acting another way, he had a fall only to get back up from a lifestyle/success standpoint and gain some life lessons, while acknowledging himself as greatness, similar to being a quote unquote 96 bull at the end of that verse.
I see the 96 bulls.
Yeah. But when he said those things, it made me wonder if he had some kind of Lloyd Banks experience. If so, if he had
on the record, he did say his girl left him. He went to Cali, came back. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out for the bounce back, man. Like I said, black men, we got to understand, man. There's always a bounce back, man. So
absolutely, and we definitely want to see you do like Iceberg said and bounce back with that. At least a Blue Hefner type of return with Young Chris's upcoming album. So, hey, we're glad to see you back at it, brother. We definitely want to see more, and we can't wait to hear and watch more
this is definitely I'm definitely adding this to my playlist.
Oh yeah, Yeah.
We need more Young Chris. Again, this goes back. The theme of this next couple of joints is going to be taking some notes from the game, man, and crafting more records. We need more artists to start coming out and make quality music, man. We're seeing an overload of people just doing the diarrhea joint, and we need some real music. And to me, I think Young Chris, man, is tethered to the old school because he was with the Roc. He understands the game. We want to hear more music from you, and not just that Pip records. We want to hear solid quality records, man. And shout out to Yummy Bingham. Y'all cats need to holler at her, man, and get her on some hooks, get her on some songs. Like, start adding some layers to your music that are not just rap, even on the hooks, man. Start going out to people like Yummy and those writers, man, who can also lace you with some vocals too.
Oh, she's a master.
And get these records, man, where they're not radio singles, man, but they're just classy joints, man.
Yes,
even classy street records, and that's what to me the Roc did, man. In their prime was make classy street records, man. So again, shout out to Chris, man. We want to hear more. Shout out to Philly too, man. All day. Shout out to everybody follows us in Philly.
Absolutely. You know what up, Yummy?
What up, Young? Man, this
Songbird.
But she dropped that camera. I'm gonna bust that camera. We gotta talk. Shout out to Yummy. We gotta talk about my guy Fab. Fab is like in my top 10, Mark. You know what I'm saying?
Of current rappers.
Current rappers.
Okay.
But let's be clear. Funk Flex was Funk Master Flex. He was calling out NY artists saying, "Yo, what the heck, man? Why aren't you guys not doing more records? Why are you not dropping more music? You guys over here fashion, going shopping and bull, taking girls out to eat and being cake boys. Where's the bars at?" You know what I'm saying? And so Fab delivered, dropped 2 really pretty decent singles. One is, So, but to me, he dropped one called One Thing. He did another one called Say Less with your favorite rapper and ghostwriter, man, French Montana. What's your thoughts on these records, man? And also his response to Funk Flex?
So where do you want me to begin regarding what do you want me to start? Say Less?
Let's start with Say Less, Joe.
Okay, so the Say Less, man. The beginning of this one cracked me up, man, when both Fab and French walk up to the podium of sorts, and then
on that Rush Hour swag.
Yeah, the Rush Hour swag, and they said, we want that. We'd like that. Love you long time joint. So I said, okay.
They had up there to get stars in there.
Boy, though the women in that video were certainly present. Let's just say that, which ties into lines from Fab like, they tens, but I keep them clean. When you really keep it player, you can keep a team. So he rapped that part, and he did the display visually on all that was definitely like,
I love that. I love that Rush Hour little thing was dope. You know what I'm saying?
I do too. I think the only thing that I would have personally liked to have seen added was maybe more of his people in at least a couple or few more scenes, because the hook emphasizes been through hell and back, but never prayed less, never been stingy with the paycheck, all my brothers eating like the Wayans. So, and he, again, that's the hook. So that's cycling over and over. And I just would have liked to have seen like maybe a couple scenes with maybe his people in that restaurant, or that, that say less joint, just to kind of represent what he's talking about a little bit more. But I know
it would have been dope to see the Street Family up in there,
which I saw clips of it toward the end when he was outside. So, and I like how they said, what was it? French Montana said, hopping out the Fendi, out the helicopter while making that little synchronized jump down that step. I think that was a little like nice little swaggy joint or whatnot. And forgive me if I butchered it, but Mike 100, Flex asking rappers to drop music but won't play them. Great point.
Let me drop a bomb.
Great point,
Mike 100.
Great point. You can't talk about NY rappers.
We might screenshot this and send it to Flex.
You talked about gatekeepers, when we talked about Khaled. This DJ in Funk Flex is not much different. So Yeah.
And this thing, shout out to Flex, man, for saying what he's saying, and we get it. But take the lug boots off real quick and
Man.
put the Timbs on. Cause we're gonna keep it 100. We're gonna keep it funky up in here.
That's right.
At the end of the day, man, you gotta play him. And of course, Funk is gonna say, man, I've been playing Fab, I've been playing the new stuff. But again, this is the narrative that is out that some of the guys that you may not rock with personally, you don't basically play. But again, you know, we rock with Funk Flex all day. You know what I'm saying? We all black men, so we want everybody to win. So again, we love to have you on here too, so we can chop it up. So are we come on your joint? Either or. But to me, like I said, I love the Flex is doing it, and I love the people responding. And like I said, Fab is responding not only with songs but visuals.
Yes, he is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and he had a dope visual with One Thing. What was your thoughts on the One Thing joint?
So the One Thing joint, man. Man. Though it does look like it may have been filmed on maybe a cell phone camera of some sort or something similar. There's nothing wrong with that to me, as long as you finagle the edits and all that right. And I think that they did that here, along with the fact that the simplicity of this video, considering it's supposed to be the song's supposed to be a quote unquote freestyle when you go online to hear the joint. I like it. It's a teaser as well. They even gave us a slight plot regarding the young lady, which you see here on the screen, which is revealed as the singer Amari, who actually did that powerhouse single called One Thing. So
and let's be clear.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
She looks good.
Y'all see it.
She look good.
Oh boy,
she's like a gummy cheese sandwich. She look good, man.
Not government, but good.
Government. I'm talking about the thick slice, man. Slice about that thick. You put the bread on with the butter.
The block of cheese that you got.
Man,
yeah.
Man, like I said, she looked good in the video, and I love how Fab did the sample of her song and then put her in the song. And then if you're not following her, which I am, she's got a really dope book club, man. Go check out. I mean, her book club is really dope, man. But this song, I love the beat. The beat was silly. It was just dope, man, and I loved it, man. You know,
peace to Fab, man. Peace to Mari too. It's just one thing.
Hey, dude.
One thing, man.
She is. Let's just stop the whole show just to give her flowers. She is beautiful, man. Like she looks so good, and she's a great mom. She's intelligent. Hey, man, ladies, go over here. Like we've been talking about, certain people's music. We ain't gonna say no names, but go back and listen to her record, man, that she did on Def Jam. With the Fall in Love record, man. Like this is really timeless music. She's got a great personality, man. We just love her as a woman, man. We salute her, man.
Oh yeah,
all day long,
absolutely.
Man. She's still doing the thing, man, and we love it. But this Fab record, this Fab run of songs, I love it. And Fab is gonna drop some sort of project for us, man, because
he ain't gonna slip.
And this thing, Fab's bars are just. I was talking about the games bars and being kind of lackadaisical. Fab's pen. To me, and I'm not talking about just boom bap hip hop guys. I'm talking about dudes, mainstream guys.
Mm-hmm.
Fab is top 5 with the pen. His pen game is crazy. Living rappers. You got to get this dude his flowers, man. This dude, since Sporty Fab or wherever he started when he first came out, to what he's doing now, man. And shout out to him too. He used to be the Chip Tooth Don. You know what I'm saying?
He sure did.
And he just spent that 40 racks on the grill. So
hey, that's
like
right.
I said, man,
sure
Fab is just in his lane. I wasn't feeling the leather bell bottoms, the green ones. I wasn't feeling them. But
is he the new shiny suit representative? Is that what you think, brother?
So, man, because Fab keeps it gangster, man.
He does.
Shout out to Big Fendi. Big Fendi was in the video too, man. Shopping.
Yes.
Shout out to Big Fendi all day. You know what I'm saying? Legendary OG in the game.
Oh yeah, all day.
This record, man, these runs of records are just showing how diverse the dude is. Like the record was fun. And shout out to Vic again, Vic Spencer. Go check him out. He reminded us, man, and at least for me, to have fun in these records, man. These dudes are always talking about ops and all this other crap. Hey, man, have some fun in these records, man.
It's funny you say
you
that.
See smiling.
Yeah, you see him smiling. You see him playing Street Fighter and defeating whoever he's playing with that Ken versus Rock. Yeah. You see the uppercut, and then you see that dominance. Just like you said, just brothers having fun, man, and then. Shortly after, Fab just doing his thing after he kicks it with his people, just rocking with Amari at what was that joint? The restaurant Wally's.
Yep.
Yeah, just I mean he's definitely showing Cat that you can have fun without necessarily, having to express any form of negativity. I'm not
Fact.
saying that he's never done that or doesn't. I'm just saying he's having fun with it, like you just stated, brother. So
Yeah.
peace to Fabulous, man. We love what you're doing. Keep it up and give us more content so we can absorb it.
Man. Speaking of fun, man, this was a fun record, man. This is a dope record. Rock,
Yes,
Marciano.
yes.
I can't wait for the Elephant Man's Bones album, man. This was a great single.
Yes, it is.
This Deja Vu, man, just that drumless piano joint. The bars he spit on there is A1 Yola, you know what I'm saying? Frank Lukey bars, you know what I'm saying? Straight off the plane, straight in them little like casket joints, man. Ready to go and get manicured by somebody that's topless. You know what I'm saying? This is pure coca. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
What was your thoughts on this Roc Marciano joint and just the Alchemist swag?
Man, the editing of this video gives off a somewhat 60s/70s vibe.
Yes.
But I like the clean simplicity of this teaser trailer as well. This is actually a vibe I would like to have seen to some degree added to Fabulous's Say Less video. Because when you see him, he's with his people, at the dinner table, chopping it up. But all that. But Roc Marciano's rhymes over no drums here is very damn solid as usual. The nostalgia and how Rock continues to show how fluid he floats over production and on production and through the production of Alchemist goes to show that I think his fans are going to be pleased whenever not only the full video of this song Deja Vu is released, but the entire LP of the Elephant Man's Bones. Iceberg, you could take it from here.
Masterclass
Masterclass
on the bars, masterclass on the production. You
Yes.
don't need everything in the world. You don't need Dr. Dre's drums. You don't need Havoc production to come out with classic stuff, man. This is like this is Fiore music, man. You can clean the house to it, man. The bars are sick. This is Brandy in the crystal glass. Adult contemporary hip hop. Roc Marciano is showing that he's showing guys how to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Is.
I think
He
it goes
really
back
is.
into, like you said, when he was with his Bus.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. When he was on the Flip Mode Squad.
It was on Flip Mode.
Yeah. Yep.
The way he's delivering music is just amazing. The bars are just impeccable.
Yes, they are.
You got to rewind these records back and listen to them for how deep the bars are. You know what I'm saying?
But yet still effortless as well.
Effortless. I mean,
even this teaser, where you gotta rewind back. But go ahead, brother.
Facts. Like, we're gonna talk about a song later on, but the way that person laid the bars down, it was almost like they wrote it on a pad and they were reading it while they were spitting. You know how you go in the booth and you're like, yeah, so yeah, drop. Rock, it's almost like it's conversational rap. You know what I'm saying? The bars are so sick, man, and you gotta salute this dude. I think he's gonna be the next major breakout star. At least on this level. I can't wait till, and not saying I want him to be mainstream, but I can't wait till he gets the flowers from people who really, really care about music, that really only listen to music that's on the radio or that they told to listen to. The Breakfast Club like interview when they do Rock, like the next one or whatever, is gonna be just insane, man. Of course, he's been there. We're not saying he ain't there. But I'm saying I think he's gonna reach another level where cats really see how they're gonna see his greatness, in my opinion, man. They're gonna see really how dope
Even
this
more.
dude is.
Yeah.
And also not only just on the bars, but the production and the way he's crafting. Just like, again, this is like the Vince Spencer, episode. You know what I'm saying? how he crafts out projects, not necessarily records, like a Young Chris.
Yeah.
This is not that piff music. This is literally, I put this on the level of a Black Thought and Danger Mouse. You know what I'm saying? This is two of the best, man. Like,
It's
just
kind of
working
like that,
together, going crazy.
probably kind of like that last track of that Black Thought and Danger Mouse. Now that you bring up that example, the Violitas and Lapitas.
Yeah,
the kind of like the elegant raw hip hop, raw elegance. So yeah,
if this is what's to come for that album, The Elephant Man's Bones, I'm predicting today.
Go ahead, brother.
It's gonna be the best rap album of 2022. I put my credibility on it. I put my credibility on it. If it sounds like this, because the other thing is, listen to the samples that were in there. Listen to like the old 70s swag that they put before the record came in with the guys talking.
Yeah. Yep. That nostalgia, man. That old school nostalgia that just
Nostalgia is
doesn't
crazy.
That's old but doesn't get old.
And it goes to show you that you don't have to have the best anything to go in. This is amazing. I salute Roc, man. The Alchemist again,
one
man.
MC,
This is just crazy.
one producer.
There you go.
Master.
To go from this, we gotta go to this. We gotta go over here to Nicki Minaj. And shout out to Nicki, right? Like, I'm a Nicki fan. I'm not a super fan, but I respect the game, right? I respect Nicki, right?
Okay. Yep.
You go in first.
All right. You sure, brother? You sure?
Yeah, go ahead, go
ahead. The Barbs might not like me for this one, but yay, another female rapper performing a sex-themed single as their video. Folks, this ain't it. This ain't it, Nicki. Not for the single. She should have left this one to the legendary Rick James and MC Hammer at full stop when it came to the she's a super freaky girl. You know, the whole essence of that should have stopped at MC Hammer, because she didn't really live up to much justice, in my opinion. She even fronted when she said on her first verse that she, quote unquote, can't smash a regular guy. Last I checked, you were married, and I heard he's not an A-lister, but I don't know. I'm just saying. But otherwise, though, she flowed on there okay, you know, standard Nicki style. I'm not gonna knock the flow. You know, standard bougie rap, you know, flipping it on the second verse in comparison to the first one. And I felt like the visuals, the cartoony graphics, they were kind of cheap looking. I felt like for somebody that's supposed to be on the level of what Nicki is, or at least was, she should have hired or had a better video editor to put out something more visually appealing than what is displayed as such for this single. But then again, I'm not sure what her album budget is these days, but this one gets a thumbs down. Hopefully Nicki will put out something better, you know, a much better follow-up to this. But that's pretty much all I've got on this one, bro. The floor is yours.
No disrespect to my guys at Fiverr. We mess with y'all. But this was Fiverr graphics. You know, this was $10 graphics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other thing was the exaggerated bodies. I wasn't feeling.
Right.
Let's go back to Big Pun's video, man, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Go back and look at that video, man. And they had real women, real bodies.
Yep.
And that's what men like. You know what I'm saying? We don't like this. We don't like the cartoon bodies. And no knock to Nicki or anybody that's got the BBLs and all that stuff. But we need to go back to natural bodies in the videos. And so anybody that's listening to this that does music, we want to see those natural bodies.
There you go.
The slim joints, you know what I'm saying? We want to send them to me, you know, when you put these exaggerated bodies in these music videos, it makes young girls and little girls feel a certain kind of way, that they feel pressured to look like that. And like I said, man, to me, It was just like a Joe Camel billboard, you know what I'm saying, to get little
Uh,
kids to smoke. You know what I'm saying?
man,
It wasn't dope. This thing,
it
the
wasn't.
sample was whack.
It
The way they
is.
sampled it was trash. Shout out to Rick James, man, and MC Hammer. They did it right. Um, I mean, obviously with Rick was doing original, but the
Right.
bars, this song sounded like she read it from a notepad.
Yeah,
It
it
didn't sound
does.
like she was basically into the song at all because how can you be into it? The beat was trash. I questioned her team because the team should have said, Rick James, no, we're not doing that at all. That's not even
Right.
cool.
Right.
Um, even though that Cardi B record wasn't the best, at least it's knocking. This isn't
Right.
knocking, man. This sounds like a old Navy commercial. They're trying to sell like new fleece hoodies for the fall.
Well,
This is not
yeah.
cool.
It's the same. It's the same Nicki that you're also used to getting from.
It's very dated.
Yeah, dated. That's the word. That's the word. So she, like you said, her team needs to either be fired or they need to regroup or something needs to switch up for her benefit because right now you're kind of getting the first album, Nicki. And that first album, Nicki did what it was supposed to do, but that was a Nicki Minaj that didn't really have any competition on the female spectrum at that time. Now, not so much the case. So when you hear this and watch this, it's like, okay, it's the same old same, you know. She needs to step it up pretty much in all areas and give the people something more refreshing, like we talked about on a prior topic regarding one of her competitors, yeah, just
This is the thing, man.
give more versatile, some more diversity is what we need. But go ahead, brother.
I think Nikki's caught up in like Battleship, man. She's trying to basically go B4 and try to sink Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and all these other people's battleships. And because she's in competition, like you said, with these competitors, it's almost like in The Wire when Stringer Bell had an issue with some of the dope that he had, you know what I'm saying? And it was a problem.
Hmm.
So he tried to repackage it and it was the same bullshit. And
Yeah.
that's what it basically is over here. And I think if Nikki said, hey man, I'm on a different level, I need to start making my I Believe I Can Flies, my
Some more pop
classic
records.
records, my Brenda's Got a Babies.
Oh,
I need to
those.
start
Okay.
having a more social message in some of my music since I'm a mother now.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
to me, I see Nikki becoming the woman I think we expect her to be, or she even wants to be. But I think she's still trying to make music for like 18-year-old girls. And to me, she just sounds corny doing it.
She
And like I
does.
said, the song sounds dated, sounds like an old Navy commercial. Uh, and to me, I think, and shout out to the Barbs, man. We love y'all. And this thing, Barbs is going on this record too. Let's be clear on Twitter. I was actually
Mm.
looking through the comments on this joint. And they was like, this ain't it, sis. But I
Mhm.
would love to see something where I want to say she had a song back in the day, man, where she like took all the wigs off and all that. It was just,
Just
her,
natural Nikki. Yeah.
just natural Nikki, and showing the Trinity roots. And I think that's what people want to see now. Like, we don't want to see the Barbie swag with you coming out with the Lambo with all the dudes with gats. We want to see the feminine side of Nikki. And I think she does that, her career would be extended tenfold if
Right.
she basically goes and gets into her bag and shows that femininity and vulnerability too in her music. Not saying that I'm the boss this and I'm that. When she shows some vulnerability, I think she's really going to basically extend her career. But right now,
Yep. Yeah. Yep. She also needs to be more diverse in her approach too. The last like dope thing that I think that I can remember her spitting like on a very serious level was that
mm,
verse that she did for Ye West on that monster track
right.
for that beautiful dark twisted fantasy. I mean, she
Mm,
snapped the you know what off.
yep.
So if we could get kind of a hybrid that flows together and meshes together well, I mean, yeah, you can still do the bad B songs, but that needs to be relevant to a quality of what people can gravitate to today. Give us that, more monster verses. Give us some, just give us a hodgepodge, like you said, the Brenda's Got a Baby type of swag, or just that socially aware, feminine, give us the other side of Nikki that folks haven't really experienced yet. And give it to us like nobody's seen before, because everybody, we've seen we've seen the voluptuous, we've seen that side, you know, the twerk side and all that. But give us the other side that folks don't really get to see as much, and show them how it's supposed to be done.
Speaking of showing people how it's supposed to be done, J.I.D. Come on, man. This dude is amazing. We've been talking about J.I.D, man, and how he's kind of been on his Memphis Bleak swag.
Yeah.
And this right here, man, this song right here, I love it. This Dance Now is coming off of his upcoming album,
The Forever
Forever
Story. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be dope. He embodies Atlanta. I love J.I.D, man.
Yeah.
We know this dude can spit.
Oh yeah.
It's time for the world to know he can spit, and I think
That's
he's in the
right.
right camp. I think J. Cole is going to basically make this dude a star that he already is. That just people are going to see it. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a star, but people are going to see the talent that he has. But this song right here, man, was dope. I wasn't feeling the sample too much, but J.I.D, his bars are amazing.
They are.
This dude, man, like literally. Shout out J.I.D. I just hit you on IG about an hour ago. You got to get on the show, man. You got to get on Fresh Out.
Got to get you
talk,
on,
man.
bro.
We got to get you on here and talk, man, because to me, I think J.I.D is the future of Atlanta. I think he is just amazing. You put on what's the other guy's group?
Outkast?
No. With Cole.
Oh shoot.
I'm having a brain freeze.
They came out earlier this year. I know you're talking about,
man,
with the eyes on the cover. Why did I draw a blank too? I know who you're talking about.
Man.
Yeah, I think they know. Help us out in the chat, because with the eyes, with the children and the glowing eyes on the album cover. Yeah, Earth Gang.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah,
I apologize to you, Earth Gang.
Yeah, me too.
J.I.D and Earth Gang, to me, man, are next up 100%.
Oh yeah. Major,
these dudes are amazing. This J.I.D record, man, the Dance Now, I love the fact that they put the sample in, but then it's still gangster. You know what I'm saying? It's still crazy.
It is.
And then the visuals for this joint were a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was talking about, not selling the soul. And, he has some really dope bars on here, but the bars are crazy. The visuals are dope. I think Cole's doing a great job with J.I.D, but we want to hear more records.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on this, though, before we go to the next one?
Man, I mean, great commentary on this one, just like the others, bro. It's so good to see young rappers like J.I.D and countless others continue to display the woes of hood life from or of Black people, with what you see, such as mattresses on the streets, and select neighbors that are absolutely racist and or can be to some of our to some of our people, against our benefit, of course. The shootouts, the riots. I thought it was interesting that when he said his Black excellence, and lots of it bar, you see a stripper behind a pole shaking a rump. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was pretty interesting. You see the pimp life, you see niggas setting it off, chaos style, once again, riot style, police, mistreatment from police, of Black boys and just Black people, leaving the mother to wail out her heart. And really just the need. Also, like you said, brother, in the beginning, where he said, where he made the mention about, refraining from selling the soul. And just really overall, though, just the need for us to lean on God via Jesus more now than ever. I also like that he's rapping about all the things that he's highlighting in various points that mostly represent ATL, like from Memorial Drive, he mentioned, to Savannah at the Florida/Georgia line, which I know is not Atlanta, but still, it's a geographical point. But to DeKalb County, to the west side of ATL. And if you listen closely, you hear those horns that slightly resemble the Outkast Spotty Dopolicious from that classic Aquemini album. So with all that, so with all that said, though, I'm definitely looking forward to what else J.I.D has in store for consumers this coming 26th of August, I believe, when he drops the Forever Story album, bro. Shout out to you, J.I.D. Hopefully you get on the Fresh Shout show.
again, this is why we do Fresh Out. This is why we started Fresh Out for artists like J.I.D. Who don't get the shine, who basically aren't they're in a position to really make a lot of noise and make a lot of money for themselves, their family, and their community. Because of some of the gatekeepers, because what you're basically saying in your music, it doesn't get to the masses. And so
Right.
this is why we talk about this. So basically, man, we can use our voices in our platform, man, to celebrate guys like JID and
Correct.
get him out there, man. So you can start hearing some of these geniuses, man, with the pen. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Shout out to
Shout
JID,
out.
man. And hey, man, hit us
Salute.
back on them DMs, man. Salute.
Reach out to us, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
We support you in the
One of J Can's
as well.
favorites, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely he is.
Speaking of people who's not JK's favorite,
Uh-oh.
Tyga. And this thing,
Uh-oh.
shout out to Tyga, man. I've been knowing Tyga for a long time. That's an OG. You know what I'm saying? Even before he got signed, man, to Young Money. Tyga's my guy. You know what I'm saying? This record.
Man, go in on this one then, bro. Go in. Go in, bro.
So long story short, man, like I get it. Like, hey man, let's go back to the 2000s and find songs, man, that were hot. Let's look at the Billboard charts from 2000 to 2005, and let's just resample all them songs. This song samples Sunshine, I can feel on you, my baby boy. Shout out to
Little
Flip, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Flip
Yep.
helped, man, killed it, man. Shout out to Houston all day, man. We rock with
Yep.
y'all. Tyga, man, and this is the thing, man. Tyga had a run of really great singles, man, a couple years ago. You know, the Taste Records and all the songs that he was doing. The last couple songs that he's got, man, they've been kind of poopy. The songs are corny, the hooks are corny. He's almost making songs for like TikTok. They're almost like ringtone songs. This features Pop Smoke on it and Jhene Oka. She did her thing, of course, and she's looking beautiful, man. Prego, everything, man. We can't wait for the baby to drop. Shout out to Big Sean all day, Detroit. But the Pop Smoke verse was it didn't sound like it was he rapped it on this beat, of course. And then I think it's just extra corny, man. And I know Tyga can spit. Let's be clear. Tyga can spit. But I think because of where he's at, he has to make these poppy, very, very bland singles.
Okay.
Almost like these singles that are radio friendly. And you don't get to see like the real Tyga kind of stand out. He's almost making like again, it's like a DJ Khaled situation where you're making songs in Miami, so you're making Miami records. So you're in Cali and you're making all these Cali records to basically go on the radio and try to get Cali numbers. And I get it; it's a business. But to me, I think Tyga needs to go back and make some more in-depth music. And I think this is the theme of this episode: is going in and actually making some more. Putting more life into some of your music and not just doing these goofy singles for TikTok remixes and stuff like that. But again, I'm a Tyga fan. This dude can spit. I think he's one of the young kings out of LA. He's been doing his thing, but I get it. You got to pay the bills. This is one of the pay the bills records. The one that he was in a fat suit. That one, the record he was in a fat suit. I didn't like that one either.
Man.
But again, man, Tyga is that dude, man. He can spit, man. And again, we always love hearing Pop Smoke, man, but this wasn't it, man. What was your thoughts on this one?
Well, just to go back real quick for this generation that might know or might not know, rather, the hook that Jhene Aiko is singing on here is the exact one as Lil Flip's hook that Alea, I believe her name is, sang on Flip's single.
She was smoking.
Icy. Yeah, she was back in 2004, called Sunshine as well. Heck, even the first 3 bars that Tyga delivered on his Sunshine song is also what Flip rapped on prior to going into his own verse with it. And I will say that it's dope for Tyga to have Lil Flip in the video, like also
If he
like you
didn't
said
have
as
him in the
well.
video, it would have been a violation.
It would have been. It definitely would have been. But it was dope to see, to see Tyga and Lil Flip riding and rapping, with Flip rapping along with Tyga rapping his main verse or whatever on this modern rendition. And again, like Iceberg indicated, that's respect,
Mhm.
which tells us that Flip obviously endorses this song being done in the video thereof.
Facts.
It is. I thought it was okay. Not. We saw the visuals of Tyga and his girl crushing on one another from childhood friends to current day. And we saw when Tyga got on stage, and then we saw what happened to be or what's supposed to be a younger Pop Smoke. And we always have had love for Pop Smoke. Go back at least over a year from now.
We was one of the
And
first hip hop shows to talk about Pop.
yep. And we reviewed his album. We sure did.
Mhm.
So definitely go and check that out. But much love for Pop Smoke. It didn't sound like he fit as much as most folks may prefer, but on this track. But hey, look, uh, like you said, Iceberg, the bills might have to be paid. Who knows? Um, he's putting himself out there, and we'll just see what other music he puts out.
You
So
gotta keep the mansion lights on. You
hey,
know what I'm
there you
saying?
go, there you go,
This is one of them singles, man. But
there you
again, like I
go.
said, I don't get me wrong. I love the creativity, man. I love
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
fun that
Much love to
Tyga puts
Tiger.
into his
Much
music.
love.
Shout out to
All
Tyga.
Yeah, all his first
Um,
singles as of late have been like real fun, real,
mhm.
you know, yeah, real lighthearted. So that's dope. And
And I
not
like
a, and
that,
not a
man.
lot
But
put into the production.
he
Yeah.
kind of gives you that ludicrous swag and into the visuals. You know what I'm saying? How Ludacris used to be like real funny in some of his some of his music videos.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we want to see some more in-depth stuff from Tyga. He's not just one layer. Tyga
Right.
he's a complete artist, and I would love for him to show that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Um, on maybe like a mixtape or something like that. I know you can't maybe do that for some of the album stuff that you want because you have different cultures running these record labels and they want certain records,
Right.
and I get it. But I would love to see him like really drop a mixtape and go dedication Tyga on that joint. But
There you go. There you go.
last but not least, we have Bebo working today, man. He was the busiest man in the planet,
Hey,
man.
that's how we do it. Fresh out, brother.
Man.
World's most dangerous podcast. Hit that subscribe and like button if you haven't, along with the notification bell. We love y'all. Just keep supporting the rock and rocking with us. And if you're new, continue to rock with us as well. And let's just keep pushing the envelope forward for the culture of hip hop. Who do we have
Man, we
next
gotta
up here, bro?
basically talk about Cormega, man.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
if you don't know Cormega, this dude certified NY rapper, man. He's a rapper's rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Jacob, man, all day long, man.
Peace to Jacob Taylor.
Shout out to Jacob. We haven't heard Cormega in a minute. You know what I'm
We
saying?
haven't.
I think he just got a deal.
Not since 2014, I don't think.
Yeah, we haven't heard from him. Hey, man, we love you too, Jacob, man. Appreciate you tapping in with us.
Hey, much love, much love.
Cormega hasn't come out with anything for a while, but he just got a new deal. Which hopefully we heard some music. He's with Viper Records. He's got an album coming out, Nas Alchemist on it, man. I'm excited to hear some music from him. But what was your thoughts on this single produced by Havoc, which it sounds like Havoc basically gave him a little okey doke on the beat.
You think so?
I wasn't feeling the beat at all, but what's your thought?
Well, I mean, I think let me start with the visual here, because that snake that you guys are seeing on the screen with that double-headed snake that's golden and one of the heads is swirling around with green eyes is, I think it's nothing less than a dope single by Cormega, full of lyrical wisdom that personally has me hype hearing this over production from Havoc of Mobb Deep.
Fact.
I mean, it might not be one of the best beats that Havoc's ever made, but it's still dope to see, or rather hear, Havoc, work with Cormega again, because HAV made this for Mega once again. But I noticed that this song is basically for what's considered part 2 of an album coming soon called The Realness Part 2 coming soon.
Mm.
So for some of you out there that remember, Havoc also produced a couple songs for part 1 of this very album back in 2001. Those 2 songs were American Beauty, and I believe it was a hidden track called Killer's Theme that featured Mobb Deep. But either way, it really is refreshing to hear wisdom from Mega, such as making sure you don't let your emotions deceive you. um you know don't beef over women, basically respecting of the fact that he respects a foe more than a friend with rogue intentions. The fact that some cats are only willing to hit you up when they're broke or doing a bid. Satan's intentions got Satan removed from paradise. And the truth not being too hard, the truth being too hard for most people to accept in life, not pursuing beef, and at least a few more nuggets of wisdom when you hear that song. So yeah, if this video essential, or rather not so much a video, but audio, visual video, whatever you want to call it, with the moving snake, if the song Essential is any indicator as to how Cormega's The Realness Part 2 is going to sound, then I think that we're in for a proud awakening by a pretty dope album by way of the legendary Queens rapper, man. I know you already indicated that you're not really feeling the production done by Havoc. What
The
are your
bars
thoughts
are silly.
overall?
The
Okay.
bars are silly.
Okay.
It's like with Cormega, it's like we if you're a fan of hip hop, you love Cormega. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like the things that Nas has said about Cormega, you have to say that they're true. And if you don't know what he said, go and Google it. But at the end of the day, man, we want to see Cormega shine.
We do.
He's a cornerstone of hip hop in New York. I love the fact, man, he brings a lot of history and spirituality,
he does,
good or bad, in his music.
And we just heard him on the Firm track on the First King's Disease.
And shout out to that, he killed it.
Yeah. So they reconnected, so it's all good, or at least as good as far as I know.
And if you remember the song, the track from Nas called "Destroy and Rebuild," that's some of the stuff that he was talking about. But I think Cormega's in a good space.
I think so.
I think this record is dope. I think it's a good, little joint to kind of throw out there to say, "Hey, I'm back." You know what I'm saying? I'm taking the training wheels off. So I'm back, and I think he's really going to do good, man. I think Cat's, again, making adult contemporary hip hop. This is what we asked for. Is it the best Havoc beat? No. But did he bar up? He barred up on this one, definitely.
It's all good though. It don't have to be the best beat. Hey.
Well, this is the thing, man. When you're making music, it's not about. And when I looked at the joint, it was like produced by Havoc. Like it was packaged, like it was produced by Havoc. I don't give a crap. I want to hear the best you can do. So even if somebody would have brought me this as a producer or as a guy that's gonna produce an album, I would have said, hey, let's redo that beat. Or let's have some young kid come in and flip it over. Let's do something, because the bars are so silly. We want to make sure you're getting the BAP joint, not just that we got a beat from Havoc. We want to make sure that the song is dope. We don't give a damn about who produced it if it's not hot. You know what I'm saying? To me, I want to hear good music from dude. And to me, Cormega's at a point in his career where you don't have a second chance. This guy, you had to put out the best music you can put out.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to hear lazy music or lazy production or lazy A&R. If you were the record label, Viper Records, man, we want to hear nothing but the best you got, man. Because at the end of the day, man, you got one shot. If this is a weed plate, ain't nobody coming back to hear Cormega, man. Like, and this is a cornerstone dude of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when we go to New York, man, we love to break bread with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Cormega, man. And I think, like I said, because of certain things in his career, we didn't get what we wanted from him. So again, I want nothing but success, and I want to hear nothing but great music from him. And I think we're going to get that if he does what he's supposed to do, which I think he will.
All day.
You know what I'm saying?
We're looking forward to that Realness Part 2, bro.
Definitely. Hey, we Cormega fans, man. You know what I'm saying? And I love that they got back with Nas, man, and the Firm, man. And I think it's just gonna be a dope situation regardless. Hey, we've been in here for an hour and a half on a Saturday night with you guys. We appreciate everything, man, that's going down. Any shout outs before we get up out of here, man?
Shout out to you all out there who's continuing to rock with us and who have continued to get down with Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous podcast, Rap City, no basement. Go ahead and hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell if you haven't. Shout out to J Camp and the LB, the Podfather. Peace to Les Dog and everybody else who has supported us before and presently, and who will continue to support us. If this is your first time, we welcome you here, and definitely continue to stay safe out there. We say that all the time, and we're not going to get tired of saying that because we're still in some very interesting times out here. And with that said, God bless you all. Iceberg, take us home, brother.
I mean, I get it, man. You said it all, man. Like I said, shout out to everybody who's been holding us down, man. North Carolina, Devon, man, Touch, Mike 100, man. All those guys, man, that really just show some love. I know I'm forgetting some names, but again,
I love
getting to this point, man, where now we can actually start, bringing in more money. All it's gonna do is up the production value, man, and give you guys more content, man, coming from the gentleman that basically built this brand, which is LB, the Podfather, J Camp, and Bebo P, man. Without their voices,
and
without their hard work, the dedication, the sacrifice, man, to be one of the fastest growing hip hop communities, to be and like I said, shout out to Courtney Hip Hop, man, Mike D and Coop. That's a whole nother level. But the level that we're at, man, we've been the most consistent podcast and show on YouTube, man, for the hip hop community. And we're just basically adding one person at a time. And we're just building this thing up, man, the way it's supposed to be built, slow and steady, brick by brick. And again, man, shout out to Joe Cleasy. We put up a really dope short, man, on him talking about Scarface, and Scarface liked it, man. Like I said, shout out to Scarface. You know what I'm saying? It's a real dope clip. Go check it out. But again, Cleasy holding us down, man. We coming to DC, man. Check it out, man. We gotta go do some little fun stuff when we get out there.
All right.
But again, man, Fresh Out, Most Dangerous Music Podcast, Bebo P, J Camp, LB the Podfather, man. Another one in the books, man. But like I said, check out, rewind this back, or if you're watching the the replay, definitely check out some of his music, man. These are the artists, man, you want to support, you want to check out, but not just stream their music. Go to their website, just like I went to Megan Thee Stallion's website, and go cop some of the merch, man. You know what I'm saying? Support these dudes, man, because at the end of the day, man, we want to keep our money in our community. And we always talk about, me and Bebo P do, is having a JCC kind of mindset. I respect and we love our Jewish cats, our Jewish community. And I love the fact of how they stay together. They can be different and have different opinions on certain things, religion, business, whatever. But when it comes to them getting together and talking about that community, everybody drops their differences, man, and they basically take care of business. And that's what we love about our Jewish friends in the community. And we hope that we bring in some of those mindsets, or bring our old mindset back of how our Black culture used to be, where we're taking care of each other, man. We take care of our family, taking care of our women, and the women understand what's going on. And we start moving together, man. And that's what this platform is about, too. It's four brothers, man. We've been knowing each other for 20 years, man. We continue to rock with it and make this bread.
Let's do it. Let's keep rocking. And let's continue to grow from the soil to the top.
Amen. LB the Podfather, Bebo P, J Camp, Iceberg. We out.
Don't sweat the technique. Peace.
Peace.